From the Podwires newsroom at joinpodwires.com.
Good evening. Sunday, 7 September 2025 from Podwires. I'm your host, Michelle, and this is the Podwires 5 Things on what actually matters in podcasting, media, and the money behind it. Let's hit it. Listening is steady, engagement is up, and YouTube owns the doorway. The new Podcast Landscape 2025 readout says U.S. monthly podcasting is 55% and weekly is 38%, basically flat versus last year, but time spent is edging higher to about 6.3 hours a week. The killer stat? YouTube is now the most used podcast service among monthly listeners, at roughly 40%, with Spotify around the high teens and Apple in low double digits. And nearly half of YouTube podcast users say they listen more than they watch, so video doesn't always mean eyes on screen. There's still a big growth gap 55 plus. Especially women. That's a marketing job, not a content problem. What this means? Package shows to work on a TV screen, but keep the audio first flow for chores, driving, and gym. That duality is the new normal. The climbers, Rotten Mango and Bad Friends are your case studies. Edison says Rotten Mango jumped from 142 in 2020 to 9 this year, helped by a SiriusXM deal and deep reporting on the Sean Diddy Combs trial. Bad Friends leaped from 412 in 2020 to 18 in 2025 on the back of viral clips and a full send YouTube strategy. Both are case studies in multi-platform momentum plus consistent weekly cadence. Edison Research. Takeaway: if your title is stalling, lean into 1. Serialized reporting or live case coverage to create urgency. 2. Engineered clippability for shorts and feeds. And 3. An always-on YouTube pipeline tied to your RSS. Ad Market Pulse. More brands, shorter ads, slightly lighter loads. Magellan AI's mid-year read shows top spenders H1 25, BetterHelp, Amazon, Toyota, DraftKings, Quince, top 10 shelling out an estimated $231 million. Ad loads drifted down to about 8.07% in H1 25 versus 8.25% H2 24, about 9% in H1 24. Creative trend: ads are getting shorter overall, mid-roll still dominates placement, and single advertiser episode takeovers show up about 5% of the time, especially in tech and science. Genre ad load heat: tech ticked up YOY, sports over 60 minutes can carry very high ad time. So what? If your listen through is soft, test 30-second host reads, keep mid-roll first, and avoid stuffing long episodes with too many spots. Save takeovers for focused audiences that reward exclusivity. Measurement glow up. Simulcast is booming. Pixels or it didn't happen. Podscribe's Q3 2025 benchmarks say advertisers could miss about 80% of real conversions without pixel-based attribution. Promo codes and vanity URLs undercount sharply. Campaign structure is also shifting. Simulcast, audio plus YouTube, rose from 58% to 75% of episodic campaigns over the last year, with about 60% of simulcast consumption happening on YouTube. On reach, podcast and streaming audio together can touch about 85% of U.S. adults, and the audiences are about 80% unique between the two, so the combo actually adds, not duplicates. Frequency matters too. Less than 3 exposures per campaign shows the best visitor and conversion rates, and less than 5 per month at the channel level is the sweet spot before performance decays. Bottom line, tag your funnel with pixels, IPv4 and IPv6, treat promo codes as directional, and cap frequency creep. Industry moves, networks scale, budgets pivot, and AU digital ad spend pops. Podcast One pushed past 200 shows, adding Beach Too Sandy, Water Too Wet, and expanding rights on Not Sam Wrestling, a classic Q4 shelf build to attract more categories. Closer to home, Australia's online ad market hit a record $17.2 billion in FY25, up 10.6%, supercharged by the Olympics and election. Video was the rocket, up 22% to $5 billion. Search kept the biggest share, and audio, including podcasts, grew by 14% to $331 million, with podcasts grabbing about 41% of online audio in the June quarter. Signal: more video budgets equal more pressure to deliver a watchable podcast file. But don't sleep on audio-only efficiency. Podscribe's early look suggests audio-only campaigns have stronger code response than YouTube simulcast on average, so use video as top of the funnel and audio for performance. And that's your rundown of the 5 things shaping podcasting and digital media right now. From stable listening habits and YouTube's dominance to ad market shifts, attribution gaps, and the networks bulking up ahead of Q4, this industry is moving fast, and the playbook is being rewritten in real time. I'm Michelle, and this has been the Podwire's 5 Things. For more insights and deep dives, subscribe to joinpodwires.com, your smarter shortcut to staying ahead in audio, media, and tech.
That's your wrap. Want the inside track on podcasting? Joinpodwires.com is your next stop. Subscribe to the newsletter for the latest trends and tap into the marketplace to connect with jobs, creators, and brands shaping audio's future. Don't just listen, get involved. Head to joinpodwires.com today.